You nutter.
Hey. Anyway, yeah. Hey guys. We're back. We're back. We're back. Sorry about the absenteeism. We have had a lot on our plate as of present in the form of Breaking Bad and Grand Theft Auto 5. Yeah. So, yeah, that's explaining our absenteeism as of late. We do apologise, and that was a weird noise coming out from Will, and I think he just shat his pants, but that's great.
Yeah, let's just not talk about it. Anyway, yeah, Grand Theft Auto 5 has been taken up most of the time, mate.
Yeah. Yep. This isn't a game podcast, but all I'm just going to say about that game is buy it if you haven't already.
Yeah, well, it's pretty much a fucking movie if you play through the storyline anyway.
Yeah, pretty much. Awesome. So, right now we are doing this little podcast here is going to be a quick channel update. Just to give you guys an idea of what's happening and everything like that. You'll also notice that we have created a new channel right down below. We've got a new name. The Tusk Podcast. So that is going to be our form of where we're going to be doing everything from now on. Also, changes. So basically what's going to happen now is we are going to be getting a Facebook page sorted. And it's basically what we're going to do is we're going to put out news and stuff as it arises. Just because these podcasts can be quite long, and let's be honest, you don't really, you're not actively going to sit there for an hour and listen to a podcast unless you truly want to. So, unless you're playing it in the background. So, by doing this, we will actually shorten the length of the podcasts. And when we do them, we'll be covering off highlights of the news, and we also have dedicated podcasts.
Yeah, boy.
So basically, like, we'll have a Marvel one just dedicated to Marvel coming out, and that'll be a group podcast. So me, Will, probably someone else, and another person we haven't decided who yet. But we'll get other people in to discuss it and everything like that. We'll have a DC podcast, which no doubt will be myself, Will, and Corpu, and maybe someone else. Because I know Corpu will be in on that, even though we haven't asked him. Cheers, Corpu. Thanks for that. And we're going to do a Star Wars podcast to cover a full news saga, just everything related to that. And that'll be, obviously, again, myself and Will. And Jack, I believe, is it?
Yeah, if he has time to get on.
If he has time.
Know. He's pretty busy.
Bro, he just makes donuts. Come on. Let's be honest, he's not that busy.
Yeah, he's pretty busy, for a donut maker.
For a donut boy, he's pretty busy.
I'm pretty sure he'd be king. I mean, he's a Star Wars freak. So.
Yeah. So, maybe someone else. And, I think we'll actually do a TV-based podcast, the more I'm thinking about it. Just an entire TV one, just you, me, and I think Dan. Maybe. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
And,
Sweet.
Yeah. And so, basically, this Facebook page will be coming out soon, and we'll get the graphics and everything done and make ourselves looking all swish and flash and everything, and start getting this ball rolling and get it going nice and proper. So it'll be good.
Yeah, hard.
Yeah. So that's basically what's happening with the channel at the moment. I don't think there's anything else. Is there anything else, Will?
Nah. Well, I guess we'll try to get that up and running before the next one. Hopefully,
yeah. We'll do our best. And we'll, when it's up and running, we'll post a link for you guys in here and all that kind of shit. And we'll spam your news feeds on Facebook and forums and whatnot. So we'll do some spamming out there. And we apologise if you get annoyed from it. But fuck you. We're trying to get some more viewers.
Yeah.
Straight up. Don't give a shit about you if you go, my news feed's all you. I don't care. And more rant podcasts as well coming. More rant ones. Yeah.
Alright, so just on to some Misk news, yeah?
Yeah. What have I got? I have got not much, actually. One news that stuck out in my head is that Jerry Bruckheimer isn't going to be working with Disney anymore.
Yeah, that's pretty nuts.
It's a big thing. He's still doing the next Pirates with them and the next National Treasure. So, and he actually confirmed it in it, saying that they are doing it, because they haven't heard any confirmation from anyone saying that it's going to be happening, and he confirmed it in their press release, saying the next National Treasure, and I went, ooh, I really like that movie.
Oh, yeah.
I do. I like treasure hunting shit. You know, like Indiana Jones is fucking awesome, and National Treasure 1 and 2 I thought were they're pretty good, man. Because we don't get many, things like that. There was the Tomb Raider movies, which were fucking shit.
Yeah, terrible. Let's
be honest, Angelina Jolie, at the time, she was hot. She was very hot at the time. But it's Angelina Jolie, and in my mind, she's actually not a really good actor. I think she's gotten where she has for just being hot, and now she looks all weird. Cut off one boob.
Yeah. I don't even really like her back then, to be honest. But yeah, she was kind of hot.
She was hot, but that's about it. What else have I got? That's the big one that stuck out of my head. New TV shows all starting up and everything like that. But most of you guys know about that. But we'll run through that. Need for Speed trailer came out as well, and that's got Aaron Paul in it. Yeah, Aaron Paul.
Yeah. I reckon it looks pretty decent. I mean, apart from the dialogue,
I'm gonna watch it.
Corny.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it just because. I'm gonna watch it because Aaron Paul. Straight up, only reason.
Yeah, that's one of my reasons. But I have a weird fucking thing for like boy racer movies.
Yeah, I do.
They're like my guilty pleasure.
Yeah, I like them too.
Because I love all the Fast and Furious, all of them.
Yeah,
even 3. So, I definitely see it. I mean, it looks cool. Aaron Paul, can't get enough of him.
Yeah. Also, Fox is working on a new TV series called Gotham.
Oh yeah, I remember you telling me about this.
Yeah. They announced the other day that they're going to be working on a new TV show called Gotham, which is focused on the early years of Police Commissioner Gordon. Which I think
sounds fucking cool.
It does. Because, in all honesty, as much as I like the Superman stuff, I fucking had a bit of enough, to be honest. Like, I do really like it, but I think I'd like to see the other guys of the superhero universe. The ones people don't know. That's why I'm looking forward to, like, Guardians of the Galaxy and shit, because no one knows about those characters, Yeah. And, I'm going to watch Cap 2 and Thor 2 and stuff like that. I'm going to watch them, but I've given up on listening to any and everything, all news related to it, to be honest.
Yeah, I guess I'm the same as well. I mean, I've stopped, to be honest. I mean, the only news related to major superhero stuff is Age of Ultron stuff. Just because, there's not a teaser or a trailer out there yet. It's what I'm hanging out for that. But, you're right. I think I've seen it a million times. I'm fucking looking forward to a Doctor Strange movie. Holy shit!
Just the different superheroes, which is nice.
And which is awesome.
Which is I think is quite good because Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. obviously premiered the other day, and I liked it because it's not your normal superhero kind of stuff, and it's a little bit campy. It is campy.
Yeah.
But I think everything will sort of get smoothed out with time with that one, to be honest. I think it's quite... It has potential.
Yeah.
Weird potential, but it's got it.
Yeah. I can only see it getting better and better. I mean, I love that episode. It's weird. Some people I talked to said it was over the top corny. And I immediately questioned it because it was Joss and Jed Whedon writing it, as well as the other writer that wrote Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog. Have you seen that?
No.
You should watch it. You'll fucking love it. So, yeah, I can get why some people would say maybe it's a little corny with them writing, but they can pull that off.
Yeah, exactly.
And it was... I was laughing at a number of points throughout that pilot, so... Yeah, I can't wait to see more. And it kind of snuck up on me, the premiere of that.
Yeah, exactly.
Just because of, Breaking Bad running and all that stuff, but... Yeah, it was a good surprise. I liked it. Yeah. Can't wait to see more. Do you know how many episodes for the season?
No.
Okay, because it only lists 3 on IMDb.
Yeah, I don't trust IMDb for that shit, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't think we've been told how many episodes there are in
I don't think so either. I think they're just testing the waters to see how it goes, to be honest, because it's the first sort of TV thing for Marvel in a wee while, and it's... Yeah, they got to test the waters, see how it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, a couple of my favourite comedians are actually combining for a movie. Can't remember which one it is called, but Will Ferrell and Kevin Hart coming together for a movie, which is going to be cool. It's called Get Hard.
Okay, what's it about?
The dude Eden Cohen is directing it, and he is the writer of Tropic Thunder and Men in Black 3. Both good movies in my mind. I both enjoyed those movies. Tropic Thunder more than MIB 3. I thought Tropic Thunder was fucking awesome. As a comedy.
Haven't seen MIB 3.
I liked it. I thought it was a good way to sort of end off the series and everything like that. It was quite good. But Get Hard is a story of a bank manager who's sentenced to prison for a crime he didn't commit. Regardless of his guilt, though, the man enlists the help of a car wash attendant to toughen him up for prison. So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Will Ferrell and Kevin Hart, and I'm a huge Kevin Hart fan. I think he is fucking funniest man on planet Earth at the moment. Straight up. He is fucking hilarious, and combine him with Will Ferrell, I think you're asking for a comedic genius.
Yeah.
To come out, and there's a new friggin' Adam Sandler movie coming out as well that they announced, called The Cobbler.
Kind of done with him, eh?
Yeah, but for those of you who like the movie Click, congratulations. The Cobbler is pretty much Click too, because it's whenever he puts on shoes of his clients, he puts himself into their body.
So, like, you're talking to like one person, or I did not like Click. Click was a big piece of shit.
Yeah.
So
Click was a piece of shit, so I'm just saying to anyone who did like it, you've got Click too. But I think that might be like two people in the known universe that might like it. Yeah. It's a might at that point. What else have I got? The dude from Tokyo Drift is coming back for Fast and the Furious 7.
Yeah, boy. I had that down as well. It's like one of 3 non.
Okay, for some reason now I have this. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. That might come through. We might need to put that out because a pack and save ad came on my fucking computer screen.
Right. Yeah, so he's making a return for what? It's the next 3, isn't it?
It's like the next 3, yeah.
Yeah, so fuck. Like I said before, I'm kind of weirdly obsessed with boy racer movies. And I was over the moon when I read that because I actually really like Tokyo Drift.
I liked it too.
Like, not just it's okay. I'm like, nah, I really like this movie for some reason. I mean, I have a weird thing for
I liked it until the end. I didn't like the end sequence. I didn't like it.
The whole what?
Like the drifting down the mountain thing.
Oh, okay.
I didn't like that. It just there's so many bits that were cut wrong in it.
Yeah.
Like, and because I know technology and how they were showing it on their phones, like everyone was able to view everyone's phone, and I know you can't do that, and I was just fucking in my head, like every time I've watched it since then, I go, it's not possible!
Oh fuck, it's Tokyo, man. Pretty up there with the technology.
It fucks me off every time I watch it. And I'm like, how are they viewing this? And I know when it was created, and I'm like, you didn't have the technology, and it's all in high def, and
yeah, no, that is cool though. I mean, they're packing on the stars from in 7.
Fuck in A, they are.
Who's in it?
Kurt Russell.
Yeah, Kurt Russell. He shot his bits already, I'm pretty sure.
Jason Statham.
Yeah, Jason Statham, villain. I think.
Obviously,
he's the lead villain in 7, yeah?
Yeah, obviously Big Vin.
Yep.
Big Vin. Why do I get the feeling Batista's in it as well? I heard a rumour.
At this point, wouldn't be fucking surprised.
I fucking heard a rumour about it, and I went, are you serious? Like, if he is, I'll be over the moon because I like Batista. He's only getting better and better in my mind. Lucas Black, that's the name of the dude. Tony Jaa is in it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, which I thought was interesting. Mr. Ong Bak himself. Ong Bak.
Oh yeah. Fuck,
yeah.
That's fucking stacked, man. And what's fucking better is that the director is now James Wan, and if you don't know James Wan, his previous works are low budget box office hit The Conjuring. Same with Insidious. Insidious Part 2 should be out in a few weeks, if I remember correctly. Saw is where he made his big break. So
yeah,
the original fucking horror guy broke out of his mold a little bit, created some fucking creepy films. Like The Conjuring is scary as fuck. I don't care if someone says they weren't scared. That's bullshit. They were scared at one point in that movie. And yeah, now he's on to like his big blockbuster film.
Yeah.
So
Saw, Dead
really
Silence,
cool to see.
Death Sentence, Insidious, The Conjuring, Insidious Chapter 2, and Fast and Furious 7.
Yeah, so he's just, I think, he's from Melbourne, and he went to Melbourne Film Institute, blah, blah, blah. Did the low-budget stuff there, and now he's just big Hollywood fucking A-list director, so...
Like, let's quickly...
Really cool.
I'm just going to quickly run off the names that are on IMDb for Fast and Furious 7. Jason Statham, Vin Diesel, Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I always say The Rock, even though he's no longer The Rock, but he is the fucking Rock.
You have to.
Paul Walker, who is fucking awesome. I love Paul Walker.
Paul Runner.
Yeah. Lucas Black, who is playing Sean Boswell, who was the dude from Tokyo Drift. So people know. Michelle Rodriguez, Jordana Brewster, Kurt Russell, Deepika Padukone.
Oh, that's the guy from Never Back Down.
Is it really? Because it's a female.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Who's the guy from Never Back Down?
I don't know, but it's not Deepika Padukone. Djimon Hounsou, who's the African, the African dude that everyone knows from Hollywood, like the one actual African in Hollywood. Tony Jaa, Tyrese Gibson, Ronda Rousey.
Ugh, fuck. Cool, but okay.
Yeah. I don't like her. I don't like her at all, to be honest.
Yeah.
In this Tough season, as I do watch Tough, is making me hate her more and more.
Yeah, well, that definitely doesn't help. But, yeah, like, I don't know if you're into UFC as much as I am, but I watch, like, the press conferences, like, weeks prior to events, blah, 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 all that type of stuff. Fucking huge MMA fan. She's just been like that.
She's a bitch.
Yeah, she wasn't, but then she just kicked into that.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you, in my opinion, don't want to dive into MMA too much, but if you're a world champion in the UFC like she is, you don't need to act like that. It's like,
you don't. You take it.
Stop being a dick.
You take a page out of GSP or Bones' book.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Two
of the most humble, fucking nicest guys there are.
Oh, all of the champions apart from her, fucking humble, good athletes,
Hendo.
True martial artists that want to improve their craft, and
yeah.
It's just she doesn't. Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's just it flicked like
a switch. It just changed here. No, I don't like her. No, anyway, off MMA, because we could go on for actually quite a long while about that, but we won't. But yeah, that's all there is for Fast and Furious 7. But that's a fucking stacked cast. I'm looking forward to that.
Just as. Oh no, it's even bigger than 6.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, 6 was fucking stacked as well.
Yeah, and the runway in 6 that went on for like a day.
Yeah, proud of that runway.
Fucking runway.
Someone had to do it, man.
Yeah, that's it from me. What do you got? Anything?
Yeah, pretty much what we covered. Thing being in Fast and Furious and that. Yeah, just the 2 other things I put down is I think we briefly talked about it, a movie called Escape from Tomorrow.
Yes, I think we briefly did it.
I'll quickly go over it. What that is it's a movie by director Randy Moore. It's relatively new. This movie was shot in Disneyland and Disney World, entirely without them knowing, because if you know, none of that shit would have been allowed. Like, Disney would have just been like, fuck off, you're not filming a film that's going to make profit, like, on our fucking location and all that type of stuff. They would have just completely denied it. So what they did, he had this idea for, it's a horror thriller. Well, it's not like your gory horror. So like a horror thriller movie based in Disneyland, Disney World, about a family that goes to the theme park and just something terrible happens. It's like a transformation almost. And the way they shot it is that their crew, so like the director of photography and stuff, they shot it on a Canon 5D. So the reason why they shot it on that is just so the camera blends in with tourists and like their camera gear and stuff. Because I mean, obviously you're going to be seen if you have a huge like crane rig and shit with a camera flying around.
Yeah.
They shot it like that, and they did stuff like for the actors, they had the scripts on iPhones. They did on some of the parts weren't recorded with audio. And fuck, what was the other thing? Oh yeah, they also planned out weeks in advance when the sun was up for the longest and all that shit prior to daylight savings and all that crap. So they planned it out to a T, and it was completed. I think it premiered at Sundance this year. It's gone through the rounds. I think actually recently this week it premiered at Fantastic Fest, which is a genre film festival in Austin, Texas. And yeah, there's ever since they premiered it, they've been afraid that Disney might come along with a lawsuit, slap them with it, and just pretty much make sure the film never comes out. That hasn't been the case, but they're aware of it, and I think they're just doing the classic thing. If they don't talk about it, less people are going to see it, because this is a genre film. So genre films don't really, they just go through a festival circuit, and if they're lucky, get a theatre release.
Yeah.
So, yeah, in Disney's situation, if they don't want it, the best thing they can do is just not talk about it and not give it that publicity. So,
Disney
I thought
being
that was real interesting.
Smart. Disney being smart.
Yeah, I thought that was really fucking interesting. One, because the film looks fucking cool. Two, how it was shot. It's just like the filmy coming out of me. Just how it was shot and all that, like guerrilla filmmaking almost. Well, it is. And then the fact Disney aren't really doing too much about it. Because you'd think they would just be like, throw a team of lawyers at it, as much money as they need to get rid of it. But, yeah, hopefully, well, it will make it online, but hopefully that gets a good release, because I reckon it's fucking cool.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
I'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, it's about it. Everything else is just Breaking Bad related.
Yeah. Also, quickly, just want to cover new TV shows that have popped out. So, obviously, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Good. Give it a watch. Yep. New show called The Blacklist, and I highly recommend it. If you ever want to watch a fucking really question markable show, like you don't know why or what or anything, you watch Blacklist, and it's fucking awesome. It's got James Spader, and he is the man.
Yeah, real quick, James Spader was the voice of Ultron in the new Avengers movie. So, yeah, I've got to watch that, but it looks fucking cool.
Yep. Show called Hostages. Basically, I don't know how it's going to go. A house gets taken over. People have to do certain things, and they're the hostages. And yeah, it's about a home invasion. A show based around a home invasion, which is weird, but I don't know how it's going to go. Crazy Ones has just come out, new Robin Williams show. Don't know how that's going to go. I haven't seen it yet. I really do want to watch it though, because I like Robin Williams. What else have I got? Everything else is starting back up, so like Big Bang Theory, Elementary, and all that kind of stuff. Michael J. Fox show.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, Michael J. Fox show. First 2 episodes have come out, and fucking hilarious in my opinion. I spent the entire time cracking up laughing.
Haven't gone around to them, but fucking keen to watch them, eh?
Yeah, it's
love me some Michael J.
It's Michael J. coming back, man. I love me some Michael J. You know, However, I'm a little bit worried. I haven't seen Suits this week.
It's completely forgot about that. It's on I don't know what they call it because it's not a mid-season finale, but it's like a fucking pre-winter finale or some shit.
Oh, their mid-season break sort of thing.
It's not a mid-season because they've had 10 episodes?
10 episodes, yeah.
They've had 10 episodes and there's it's not another 10 left, so...
Well, they could have a 20-episode season.
Oh, that would be fucking weird. But,
Oi, fuck yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if it was 13, what was the last one?
What do you mean? How many?
Last season was,
16 episodes, I think. 16
yeah, so if it's 16, 6 more, but yeah, it's kind of random. But that's why they're not back.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Oh, yeah, it is 16 episodes.
Yeah.
So there's 6 remaining. I think that starts in January. Yeah, January sometime.
Really?
Yeah, that's what my brother was like, because he fucking loves Suits. I recommended it to him, and yeah, he was just all over it.
I'm about to fucking cry. I fucking hate that. I mean, it's kind of cool, and I've got a lot of stuff to buy my time, but I really like Suits.
Yeah, I watched 2 episodes of season 3, and then Breaking Bad kicked in, so kind of everything else just gets put on hold. I don't give a fuck what it is. It's Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
So,
I think that's about it for news and new shows that we've watched. Yeah, everyone else, all your favourite shows are generally popping back on. So between now and mid-October, you're going to see all your shows come back. So keep an eye out.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah. Now to the latter half of this podcast. We'll
try and keep it relatively short.
If you are not up to date on Breaking Bad, I will have to say spoilers.
Oh, yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely spoilers.
As you guys know, Will is a huge Breaking Bad fan, and he convinced me to watch it, and I did. And in the time I have been away, I have watched all roughly 4.5, 5 seasons of it.
That is a solid effort, man.
Really good. It's fucking awesome, and I've fallen in love with the show.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm up to date, and so basically we are going to talk about Breaking Bad about the next 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Yeah. So have fun and enjoy this conversation, but incredible spoilers ahead if you're not up to date.
Yeah. Randomly. I would love to know the amount of people I've put on to Breaking Bad. What their number is. It's got to be at least 30, 40.
I've spoken to a few people and I'm like, oh, you're watching Breaking Bad, and they're like, did Will put you onto that? And I'm like, yeah.
I honestly, it's fucking weird. I've watched it from the start, and it's the only TV show I've ever followed from the start, and it happens to be the perfect one to fucking follow from the start. So I wear it. I live and die by Breaking Bad, pretty much, so to speak. Yeah, so I guess we can crack into some news about it. We'll talk about the prequel, the Call Saul prequel.
Yeah, the Better Call Saul.
Yeah,
I hope they call it Better Call Saul.
Yeah, it's got to be. Hopefully. Yeah, that got greenlit. How many weeks ago? Was it 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. So it's 100% greenlit now.
It is actually going to be titled Better Call Saul. Yes.
Yeah. Prequel about the character Saul Goodman, as we all know, the crook lawyer, and how he became who he is when we were first introduced to him, how he got there, development of that character, and all that. It is an episodic series, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't actually really read too much about it. I think, yeah, it's a episodic series. But yeah, I'm fucking all for that idea, because before this was announced, a few days prior, I was talking to someone else, and I was like, I honestly have no fucking clue what I'm going to do when Breaking Bad's over. So this kind of fills that gap a little bit. Yeah, so that's that. It's a pretty cool about Saul Goodman. Can't complain. Awesome character. And speaking of Saul, he's had his sign off.
He has
episode 15, and the sign off was cool.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, couldn't complain.
Yeah, basically he just he went with the guy to get his.
Went to Belize.
Pretty much. So the guy that he calls the vacuum salesman, that changes people's, gives them new identities and new lives. He went to him, and series opened with him in the van, and he got put there with Walt, and Walt was trying to, do his typical thing, and Sol just said, "Nope, we're done. This is it.
Done.
We're done." And he was like, patted him on the shoulder and said goodbye, and out the door he went.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it was fitting. I mean, because we can spoil it. So when you get to the end of that episode, you're pretty much thinking he's fucking completely done, down and out, and just not wanting a bar of anything. So it's cool for him to deliver the dialogue he does, and then for Walt to progress to that stage, but then you obviously have the ending to the episode, which just fucking sparks shit to the next fucking level. So it was good. I'm glad they signed him off like that. It's cool. Yeah. So we'll bounce back a few episodes to, I think it was episode 14, titled Ozymandias, which was directed by Ryan Johnson. If you don't know who Ryan Johnson is, he's the director of Looper, Brick, and The Brothers Bloom, all fucking amazing films. So he's also directed two episodes of Breaking Bad prior, one being the Fly episode, which a lot of people don't like. I'd probably argue with them for hours and try and convince them to like the episode.
It was crazy as fuck.
So he's the director of that, and then he came into this one. So everyone came into this one expecting a lot, and fuck, we got a fucking lot. It just was the most satisfying episode of Breaking Bad to date, and I hands down, I think at the moment it's definitely the best episode of season 5. And then on top of all of that, it is the first TV series episode to get a perfect 10 out of 10 on IMDb, and it's still sitting at 10 out of 10. So that's saying something. Yeah. Also, I'd like to mention, if you're fucking into Breaking Bad as much as me and Chris, head over to /film.com and try find the commentary track that the two podcast people did with Ryan Johnson. What they do is they get you to queue up the episode, and then you play the audio track over top of it. So it's like your fucking director's commentary on like a Blu-ray DVD and that type of stuff. And he just talks about like shot composition and character development and all that type of stuff throughout the episode. And it's fucking interesting as hell.
Yeah.
So that's all the Breaking Bad related news. I mean, if you want to dive into where we think it's going to go briefly. I mean, we spent how long prior to recording this? Like close to 20 minutes talking about it. But I mean, there's one particular way I want it to end, but in me saying that, there's still a lot of other stuff that is open. Like, I know we're not going to get everything tied up in a fucking bow, and it's going to be a happy ending, blah, blah, blah. But I think, I've said it a million times, I want Walt's death to be in the hand, I want Jesse to kill Walt.
Yeah.
I want that to come in the way of Walt trying to save him, and then he's killed, like maybe like shot in the back or something. He's going to lose a lot.
Yeah, and I agree. Jesse needs to kill Walt. I agree with that. But you know what I was saying. I'll probably reiterate for these people my theory after you've had your theory and my reasoning.
So I mean, that would be fucking perfect. I'd love it, because I can picture it now, like a really intense lot of dialogue, and then like a shot in the back or something, and then some more dialogue, and then maybe just like a fade to black or something. But that's diving right into it. But with that said, it leaves a shit ton of other stuff. Like you have, what's the Ryson 4? Who's it for? What's the M60? Is it all a setup? You have Marie. You got fucking Skylar would jump in there if anything down with Marie and Walt, and yeah, it's good, and that's the sign of a fucking amazing television. It's still got us talking 2 days before the episode, and there's still so much open that needs to be answered. That's
which makes me, like I say before, it makes me worry that the time limit of 45-50 minutes is long enough.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like I said, we're not going to get everything answered.
Yeah, but
I honestly think we'll be so fucking satisfied that we'll have, after it's finished, we'll have 5 perfect seasons. Amazing TV show. So
yeah,
it's going to be good, and I'm probably going to fucking react pretty crazily to the end just because I'm like a fucking super fan, but
and cry like a fucking baby girl.
It's definitely not out of the picture, eh? But, yeah, no, it's good. And just on a side note, real quick, we can talk about where you think it's going to go. I watched the 44-minute Conan special.
Yeah,
with the cast.
I like the fact that he's got that pretty cool tattoo on his finger now.
Yeah. And it's just it's cool seeing like that. It was the night after the Emmy win, so they won. Breaking Bad won Best Drama, and Anna Gunn won Best Female Actress. So yeah, they're just all over the moon, and they're just really happy that the show ends the way it does, which is awesome to see. Yeah. So yeah,
that'd be interesting. But yeah, so my theory is, because I was saying to Will earlier, I'm playing a devil's advocate on this thing because like Will was saying, he said to me that Jesse should live because he's pretty much lost everything already. That's what I'm getting, right? And it'll be more of a punishment to live now with nothing.
Yeah,
for killing Walt. Yeah. Whereas my theory is that Jesse will die as well, by the hands of Skylar. And the reason I say this is because he needs to die as much as Walt. As much as I'm a huge fan of Jesse more than probably Walt or anyone. I think Jesse's fucking awesome, and he's been through everything. He's fucking awesome. But playing the devil's advocate on it, everything that's happened, he has had as a result of himself. As much as you want to do it, like the death of Jane, it was his decision to do the heroin with her. He let her come back into the room after he said go away. He could have pushed her away, but he didn't. He let her stay. He let her do the drugs. He knew she was an addict, and she OD'd on the heroin. That was a realistic thing. Yet Walt was there and he saw her die and whatever. But at the time of that, she was vomiting and he went to save her. But I also get the feeling he didn't quite know what to do entirely. And then he just went no and backed off and left it. So there was a bit of toing and froing in that episode of let her live, let her die, but how do I save her sort of thing. That was what I was getting a feeling of.
Yeah.
And the death of Jane for him was a huge thing, because that was season 2, wasn't it? It was season 2, because at the end of season 2 was the plane crash.
Yeah, I think it's funny. For me, the lines are blurred where the seasons end, just because it's fucking one amazing fucking story.
Yeah.
I think late season 2 or early 3.
Yeah,
it's definitely not halfway through 3. I know that.
Yeah, and there was other things admittedly the Brock thing was out of his control. And that was manipulation by Walt, but that for me wasn't as much of a bigger thing than anything. I know, but compared to the death of Jane and now the death of his current girlfriend / friend, whatever the hell she is to him, well, the girl that he loves but he's not with because it's too dangerous, sort of thing.
Brock's mother.
Yeah, Brock's mother. The death of her was his own fault, and you can't blame that on Walt, even though he probably will. Just due to the fact, if I see that as he was told by Well, you actually no, you could actually no. I might be wrong, because the only reason why those people knew about that was because Walt showed them about the girl. They follow. Oh no, did they follow Jesse to the girl?
What did they do?
I can't remember.
Was it early? Yeah.
But either way, they knew about the girl, and when Jesse tried to escape, they punished him by punishing the girl, and he knew that was a consequence going into it, because he got given the photo, and the photo was shown to him as a thing to say, you cook or they're dead.
Yeah.
And he knew he had to do that, and then he decided to run away, and he knew that was a consequence. So it was his own goddamn fault that the girl died.
Yeah.
And I think he needs to die as a result of his actions as well. So I think both of them need to die. And I think Skylar will be the one to kill Jesse as a result of him killing Walt. As much as she doesn't like Walt, she still has that soft spot on him because, A, she hasn't given him up to the fucking DEA yet. You know? She hasn't done shit. She's kept her mouth shut. And that's a big thing. That's a big thing. So she still obviously loves Walt. In some deep down way, she loves him. She still has affection for him. And so I think she'll kill Jesse as a result of him killing Walt, and then she'll go to prison, and then Marie will get the kids.
Yeah. There's also... I read briefly it was a setup in the way of... it coming around full circle and kind of like a happy family ending, not an actual happy family, obviously, because it's not going to happen. But the form of a setup in being that the gun is actually used for the Nazis. Gets everything back, money, all that type of stuff, which would help family. Gives back to what the main thing why he did it all. Frees Jesse, but then the ricin is used on himself, and then is allowed to be taken in by Skylar to free her.
Yeah.
So there's stuff like that, which
could happen.
I definitely don't fucking rule any of this out just because it's Breaking Bad. Like nothing is too crazy.
Honestly, that what you just said for me. It just seems like stereotypical A-class storytelling. And
that's why, and it brings Breaking Bad and fucking...
that's the thing, it's Breaking Bad, and it's they don't stick to stereotypes. Yeah. That isn't Breaking Bad. And
I'd probably only say there's the only plausible reason for Walt to take the ricin. Everything else, I'm just like, no, like, he's not like he's going to fucking take it, go have a fucking gun off with... Jesse and die in front of him,
Yeah, but it's this will sound weird, but as much as I know Walt is fucking intense, but he's never been a mass murderer. Because to take out the Nazis, it's mass murder. Like he will fucking have to kill so many of them.
Yeah, and then the response to that is like, why would he want to live and go to jail?
Yeah, and it's just like. And that's when he could take the rice and stuff. But the problem is for me with the M60, I don't see him going NATO and going all Rambo with it. Yeah, some people have said Rambo, and I don't see that happening. I see him probably pulling it out, threatening them, and then something from there. But I don't actually even see him using it, to be honest.
Yeah, it's Oh fuck, we could go on for hours, but we'll probably just be in like maybe the next 5 minutes, so it's around 50-ish minutes. But we have all those ideas and all that type of stuff. But then you have stuff like Lydia. Is it gonna play out, and she's not gonna play into it at all? Or, It's honestly crazy, and it's like the best sign of having just like an insanely fucking good TV show is that we're still questioning it right up to the final episode, and this in depth. There's like so many possible outcomes. There's not just one or two that is like the finale of every other TV show we're seeing. So, I'm from what I've gathered, like in interviews and stuff, and the cast talking about the final episode, is that it is what the fans want, and I haven't heard one bad thing about the ending.
Yeah,
it's just like what everyone wants, and it's settling. So,
and from what Aaron Paul and Bryan Cranston were saying, they were like, holy shit when they were reading it, not just due to the fact of it being the final episode, but of like, this is awesome.
Yeah, it's neat something.
And both of those guys love their characters. Even Bryan Cranston, I've never heard another actor speak that much about their character that they played, and he loves Walter White.
Yeah,
and I can see why. Walter White is one of the most in-depth characters I've ever fucking seen.
Yeah, it's fucking insane. Oh, actually, now that you talk about that, are we all done with Breaking Bad related stuff?
I think so. Yeah.
I think we're done. Basically, before the final episode airs, I know that as fans, we'll be fucking so satisfied it's not even funny, and I really hope like the stuff that's left there unanswered is exactly what we think. So like, I reckon it's probably going to be the arc to Marie.
Yeah, and Marie and Lydia
with the kids, and I seriously think Lydia will probably be there, but it's kind of done a little bit for her. But I will fucking I fucking honestly, I'm fucking speechless now talking about it. Imagine what I'm going to be like after I see it. So,
like I said, crying like a baby girl.
Oh fuck, easy, no doubt. What I was going to say is you're talking about Walter White as a character. I can't remember where. It was on a YouTube video, like a quick, like 1-2 minute news burst video.
Yeah,
and it had a quote. I'll paraphrase it. It was from who's the creator of Game of Thrones? What's his name?
Someone
R. Romano or something.
No. I know that George R. R. Martin.
Yeah. He was quoted saying along this lines of something. What's the world Game of Thrones is set in?
Essos.
That there is no character in that world that comes close to Walter White.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember reading that as well, and he was like, I think the full quote was something like, "There's no character like him, and that he is more villainous and more nasty than Joffrey."
Which I'm not a Game of Thrones person. I'm guessing
Joffrey's fucking mentally crazy.
Yeah, villain dude in Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
I mean, I got that from the quote, and I just couldn't help but fucking smile at that. One, because it's kind of like saying Breaking Bad's above Game of Thrones, which I reckon it is, but a lot of other people would fucking hate me for saying that.
I agree. I'm a huge Game of Thrones fan. I think it's a fantastic series, but Breaking Bad has just got so much more in it.
Yeah.
Like, the characters, like, you get attached to characters in Game of Thrones and then they die. You attach to it again and then they die. And it sort of follows the same blueprint, and everyone's now sort of used to it.
Yeah.
But Breaking Bad has got this thing, like, it's the undefinable thing that can make a TV show, and it has it.
Yeah.
It has it. Very few TV shows have had this in the past. Breaking Bad has got it in the fucking spades.
Yeah, and just real quick, the second thing to that is, like someone like him. Like I don't follow Game of Thrones, but I fucking respect it, and I know that world and the set of characters and just everyone, like the scale of the walls and stuff and all that is fucking amazing. And for him to say something like that just speaks volumes of Breaking Bad. And he's pretty much just telling you where it stands, which it's fucking huge coming from him. So I thought that was awesome, and I'm probably actually gonna try, if I have to recommend it to any more people. Well, I assume I don't have to, because everyone should be watching it by now, but that's probably going to be the thing I tell them, because people that finish Breaking Bad, they're probably Game of Thrones fans as well, so they're going to go to that. But I'd definitely be telling someone about that in the future. Sure.
Yeah, and I'm to be honest myself, I'm sort of glad how I did it, because I watched Breaking Bad when it first came out.
You're fucking lucky, man.
I watched it when it first came out, and I just stopped watching it, and I was like, not really me. And then I've come back to it as now I'm older, because it's been 5 years. Fuck, I was 19, 20 when it came out, and you know, being older now, and I've got a more of an appreciation for what I'm watching.
Yeah.
I think I've done it the better way, to be honest. And I'll be able to watch it all in one sort of lump. I've watched it all in one lump, and you know, I get to watch the final episode when it airs, and you know, I'm left with a sense of fuck yeah, that's an amazing show.
Yeah, I mean, like, you're lucky in the fact you got to binge watch it. I've been following it from the start, and fuck, the roller coaster that fucking takes you on is insane, especially with the each from 3, 4, and 5A. The finales for each of those are just, you're like, fuck, I gotta wait.
Yeah, and this is me having a gripe right now. It's not season fucking 6 that you're watching.
It's 5B, part 2. Part 2.
Oh my god, I'm so fucking annoyed with people calling it season 6, and even like Sky and shit are calling it season 6. It's not fucking season 6. Breaking Bad was 5. It was 5 seasons only. The creators have said 5 seasons. Where's the fucking 6 coming from?
Yeah.
The episodes are titled 5-13 and 5-12 and 5. It's season fucking 5.
Yeah, 5. 5 seasons. It's 3 or 13 episodes, and I think 8 and 8. Yeah.
Yeah.
The last 5-1 and 5-2.
Yeah, that's 8 and 8.
Season 1's like 7. It's kind of random, but
well, no, it's a pilot season.
Oh.
It's first seasons have always got like a small number. Like you look at other shows, you know, they're like generally under 10, 11, or like most I've seen is like 12, unless it's a sitcom, and then sitcoms tend to have like a full season,
16, 18.
Yeah. But most pilot seasons have only got like 12 and under for a drama.
Yeah, no, it's just season 5, part 1, part 2. So
yeah.
Real quick,
learn your TV fucks.
Yeah, we gotta wrap this up soon, but real quick, for people that are going to be fiending for more Breaking Bad, I highly recommend that you get a hold, when it comes out, I think it's November 24th, the complete series on, I don't know if it's on the DVD version, but it's definitely on the Blu-ray.
For the 2-hour documentary?
Yeah. And hooking back to what we said prior about Aaron Paul and Bryan Cranston loving their characters, there's a part on that 2-hour documentary where they read the final scene. Yeah. They read that cold. So what cold means is that they've fucking turned on the camera, recorded themselves reading that for the very first time. And what they say is after they're finished, they're just in silence, sitting next to each other for like 15 to 20 seconds, just saying, that's it. We just pretty much completed like a fucking near perfect TV show. So
yeah, that's true. That's true. They fucking have. Like, it is really a near perfect TV show. Like, it's not perfect. I'm not going to say it's perfect, but it's as close as you can fucking get.
So yeah, I guess we wrap it up. It's 55 minutes long. I don't know what we're going to do next week. I don't know if we might fucking record something straight after seeing the episode. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see something. You'll see us if you see us. If you don't, you don't.
So yeah, to everyone that watches it prior to the finale episode, have fun. See you on the other side. And yeah, it's going to be fucking awesome.
Yeah. Alright. Have fun, people. And we're going to love you and leave you. So, ta-ta for now. And remember, go fuck.
Go fuckers.
Go fuckers. Stop. 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 Stop.